Hey, are you ready for the tip of the day today for how to play guitar and a good tip on learning how to play guitar? We're ready right now. I'm ready right now and you're ready. So I want to give you, actually this is kind of an advanced tip. This is some of the stuff that I'll be teaching you one-on-one, and you can learn more one-on-one with me when I do my lessons here in Richmond, Kentucky, or surrounding areas, Berea, Lexington. And you know, if you're anywhere close, I can give you one-on-one lessons. And so the tip of the day it's called relative minor. So for every major chord, there's a relative minor. And I'll tell you the significance of that here in a second, and I'll tell you how you do that, how you figure out what the relative minor is of any major chord. So when you look at these frets, when you hit one fret and you go to the next fret, that's what's called a half step. 2 frets is a whole step. And if you go 3 frets, then you've gone a step and a half. So in guitar knowledge, knowing that if you go just 1 fret up, then you've gone a half a step. Anyways, so if you want to find out what your relative minor is to your major chord, if your major chord is G, this top string, this very top big string, the largest string at the top, is your E string. Should be if it's in standard tuning. And if you go down 1, 2, 3, which is a step and a half, you go down 3 frets, and actually it would be open then, so it would be E. So E minor, the E minor chord is the relative major of, a relative minor rather, of G. That's why when they play chords in unison in a song, usually you can play E minor with G. So the relative minor of any chord is a step and a half down, which would be 3 frets actually, 3 frets down, or up the neck. You could say that. Go up the neck 3 frets, which is a step and a half. And that's how you figure out what your relative minor is. I know I'm speaking Latin to some people, but this is some of the stuff that I would teach you when I teach you one-on-one. I would teach you what each note is on each string, on each fret. And that way you will know where you're at on the guitar. It's very important to know where you're at on the guitar. A lot of people play by ear, and that's okay. But if you don't know what you're playing, then what's, you know, you can't tell somebody how to play with you. So I did learn to play by ear in the start, and I was playing a lead once, kind of like that. And the guy said, "Do you know what you're playing?" A friend of mine said, "Do you know what you're playing?" I said, "No, I have no idea what I'm playing." He said, "You're playing what's called an E pentatonic scale, and I can teach you the E pentatonic scale and shapes and stuff." I know this is a big tip of the day, I know, but I can teach you the pentatonic scale, and you can move that scale anywhere on the neck depending on what key you're in. So and if you have the E minor pentatonic scale and G is the major, then a song that is played out of G, you can also play the E pentatonic scale. See how that sounded good together? It also sounds good with E minor. Just depends on how you play it. Anyways, the tip of the day is relative minors. If you want to find your relative minor to whatever key you're in, whatever key you're playing a song in, you want to find a relative minor, then you go a step and a half up the neck, or you know, if you want to say down 2 frets, down 3 frets, you can say that. But I say you're actually supposed to say go up the neck, because this is going up the neck. But anyways, So that was kind of a, like I said, that was kind of a intermediate, at least, tip of the day. If you're just starting playing guitar, make sure you learn those chords. Learn how to switch them fast and stay with the rhythm. How to switch your chords and stay with the rhythm. It's very important. A lot of like professional guitar players or professional musicians in general, they have click tracks in their ear. I talked about that before. They actually put ear monitors in and they have click tracks to keep them in time for when they're playing, because they may be playing with a track that goes along with their song, music that goes along with the song, and they have to stay in with the music so they stay on time with a click track that is put in their ear. And so you've got to stay on time. That wasn't staying in time. So you really got to stay in time. You got to. You really got to stay in time with what's going on. And a drummer always helps. I played in a band for years where the drummer himself would put a click track in his ear and he would keep in time and we would stay with the drummer. Anyways, contact me if you want some guitar lessons. I'll teach you from the very beginners to intermediate to some advanced stuff. If you want to learn the advanced stuff, I can teach you some advanced stuff. And it's just fun. It's fun even if you're not playing in a band. It's fun to sit around and play guitar. Even start writing songs, start writing music with guitar. And I can teach you acoustic or electric, or I can teach you bass. If you want to learn how to play bass, I can teach you how to play bass as well. And this is Brandon for Jam on Guitar, and you all have a blessed day.